late tonight, we learned a member of our team was diagnosed with COVID-19.
That night in April was a jolt to all of us here at TV5, knowing potentially deadly infection had invaded our lives in a deeply personal way. That team member, a young man named Markie Heideman. Tonight, he's telling his story because months later, he's still living with the consequences of COVID.
I do have to take a walk every single day to exercise my lungs. I do a lot of breathing treatments. I have to test my breathing often.
A bitter pill to swallow for a seemingly healthy 23-year-old.
It's been months, and I still experience a lot of long-term issues as well.
Issues that are dividing Markie Heideman's life into two chapters, before and after COVID.
Most days where I'll get a moment of time where I'm really fatigued and I have to sit down and chill out for a little while, especially when I'm busy or doing something or running errands.
Symptoms he still experiences after falling ill in April. He had a hard time catching his breath. He went to his doctor and was treated for bronchitis, but he didn't get better, so he went back for a chest x-ray.
Basically, they looked at them and they were like, "We've never seen this before." Kind of a panic moment for me. So they took a look at them a little bit more and decided to give me a COVID test because they weren't sure what was going on.
Just dip back a little bit, just face the building for me. We'll make it quick.
Markie took this video of his COVID test. Little did he know that his results would be positive, and the days that followed were his darkest. Quarantined and confined to his small bedroom for weeks.
So 2 days ago, I woke up and my lungs were on fire. I used to really go to bed and be really afraid to go to bed because I didn't know if I'm gonna wake up halfway through the night, not able to catch my breath.
Shortness of breath, just one of Markie's symptoms. He was constantly fatigued. He had headaches, digestive issues, hot flashes. He thought things would be better in just a couple of weeks, but that wasn't the case, and some of these symptoms still exist.
The reality is now we're finding out that yes, for weeks and months afterwards, people have debilitating symptoms, particularly the pulmonary symptoms, the lung symptoms.
Dr. Bobby McCullough says it's too soon to tell what damage has been done to Markie's lungs, and he can't promise that what has been done can be reversed.
When you look at some of the CAT scans of the lungs of the people that had COVID and how much scar tissue there is in those lungs, it doesn't take a medical degree to realize that some of that isn't going to go back to normal.
Going back to normal is what Dr. Bobby fears the most. He worries people, especially young folks, are becoming too complacent and resuming life as we knew it before the pandemic.
And I see things on social media about how, H1N1, killed 50,000 people and had, however many millions of cases relative to what we have now, and comparing the two. But the reality is that this is much more dangerous in that it's killed 3 times as many people in 1/3 of the time.
There are so many people who didn't make it through this or have a lot worse long-term effects from this, and I'm really lucky.
And behind Markie's mask, the face of fear.
A really difficult time breathing, so getting that full deep breath.
One that is shared by many other young people he chats with in online support groups.
So people don't feel like they're alone in their diagnosis and things that they're experiencing.
What if he gets it again, and will his once healthy lungs be able to handle another round?
I wouldn't fall into the trap of thinking, oh, I've had it, I'm over that, I'm never going to get it again, right? So they need to continuously be careful.
It's definitely very scary to think about how this could really be a part of my life for years to come, if not forever.
Markie has been working from home since April. He says he continues to get COVID tests twice a month to make sure he hasn't contracted the virus again.